All right, hi everybody. So today, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be doing a demo of the new Urban Decay Cherry Palette. Such nice fall colors. So I'm really excited to show you guys how I got this look. Everything as far as like what I used, other stuff on my face and my hair, whatever will be linked in the description box. If you have any questions about that, let me know. If you want to see anything else, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can keep these videos coming, even though they're going to be coming anyway. But if you like this, just subscribe to help me out and give me a boost of confidence and motivation. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this look. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right, so the first thing I'm doing is I am going in with my Studio Tech foundation from MAC. It's full coverage. It's very full coverage. It's good for like if you're taking pictures, you know, if you just basically want like that flawless look, like you don't really look like you have skin. But for me, I'm just kind of taking like a stippling brush like this. It's also from MAC. And I am pretty much just using that to kind of apply it. And then I'm going to go back over it with a beauty blender. The reason why I'm using this versus like a very dense foundation brush is because for me, I want to be full coverage, medium full coverage though. Like I still want to look like I have skin. I don't want to look like a cake face. Y'all hear that? That's people in the hallway. I live in New York, so you can hear fucking everything. All right, so that's one. I think I'm cool with the coverage. It's semi-full, but not fully full. So I'm just going back over it with my beauty blender. This is a new beauty blender that I just got. I just started using it. I got it from Sephora. I'm not sure how I feel about it exactly, but all right, so next I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Fit concealer. You can obviously see it's very bright. So I do wanna look highlighted. That's about it. I don't wanna put too much. And then I'm gonna go back with that same stippling brush. Like I know I see a lot of people who use like a different brush for every single thing. I try to avoid doing that unless I have to because I just think it's just unnecessary. And I used to work at MAC, and one of the things they teach you is multi-use. So how to use the same product, whether it's a brush or a blush or whatever, in different ways, especially like face brushes. Because it's not like eyes where if I'm putting on multiple colors and that's a little different, but I'm just blending it into my foundation basically. So next, I'm going to take this new concealer that I got. I'm going to use for contouring. It's from NYX. I'll put all the details of it in the description box so you can go in there if you're interested in trying it out. I've never used this one. Don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to use it. I do not contour my nose. I don't believe in contouring my nose. I generally am comfortable and like my nose, and I feel like when I started contouring it, I started to get self-conscious about what I looked like without contour, so I wanted to stop. So I'm gonna give myself a little baby contour on everything else, but I'm not gonna go super ham in. So as you can see, I just put a little line there, a couple of dots around my forehead to warm myself up, right here to kind of just snip my nose in a little bit, but I'm not actually contouring the actual shape of my nose. I put a little bit under my chin to make my chin look shorter. I'm gonna go back to that stippling brush that I was using earlier, and I'm gonna just blend that in. I'm gonna blend my nose in right there. I'm gonna blend this in. Formula is not too shabby. Formula is not too shabby. I'm basically swiping down, like inward towards my nose, but in like a circle, like a oval, if that makes any sense. So not like this, like this. Long circle, a long circle, a long circle. So for this, I'm taking an eyeshadow brush and pressing it down. Taking it and pressing it down. I'm gonna wipe off some of the excess product that I just got on my brush, and I'm just blending it. This is the only part of the nose that I actually like contour per se. Next, I'm taking my Laura Mercier powder, setting powder, and I'm using this brush. And I'm just going under my eyes. I'm pressing it in, not just like swiping it. I'm pressing it down my nose and I'm pressing it under my eyes. All areas that you're basically putting this on in all of the areas that you want to keep in control. As far as like oil, you want to make sure it stays in place. I'm also going on my chin because I get greasy there. Above my lip, I get greasy, which is weird. And right in the middle of my forehead, I also get greasy. Oily is the proper term, but we won't call it greasy because that's what it really is. So bam, there we are. We have foundation, we have a baby contour, we have powder. Now I am gonna go in with the Naked Urban Decay Cherry palette, which is why everyone is here. So freaking pretty. Perfect colors for fall, for like holiday parties and stuff. It's gonna be lit, y'all. It's gonna be lit. It does come with a little brush, but I'm gonna use my own brushes. I feel very passionate about using my own brushes because I know them, I know how they work, I know which ones work for what. So I'm gonna just stick with my regular brushes that I always use. Before I get started with any shadows, I'm gonna take Painterly from MAC and use that to prime my eyelids. I personally tend to have some thin eyelids where you can see all of the pink and blue and purple veins on my eyes. So you're gonna use a primer to help keep your shadow on and make it last longer and help it to not crease. But I'm using this one that is like a flesh tone. First color I'm going to be using is Caution, and I'm just going to brush that all over top of my lid. Next up, I'm going to take this flat eyeshadow brush and I'm going in with this color Feels. It's really pretty, kind of mauve-y type of color. And I'm going to go right here on the outer edge of my lid. And then I'm going to go again on the inside, right in the corner of my lid. So you should kind of have like color on the outside here, color on the inside here, and then kind of like this blankish area. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Not done yet, but I will say I feel like so far the colors that I've used, the more matte colors, are a little more powdery than I would have expected, but I still have faith and I still have hope. So basically what I'm going to do now is put color right here in the center, right? But what I'm going to do first is put a little bit more of that Painterly down very gently in the center where I want the color to be more pigmented. And this is going to kind of give the shadow something to hold on to since it is a little powdery. So next, I'm going to take this flat angled shadow brush and go in with Bang Bang, the third color on the palette, and putting it right there in the center. I'm basically filling in that blank. So I put the pink on the outside, pink on the inside, and then filling in the blank with the shimmer. I'm going to go back with my blending brush and kind of blend the colors together a little bit. I'm going to go back in with that flat shadow brush that I used in the beginning and use Devilish. And I'm going to put a little bit of that in my crease. Again, I will say, for me personally, I think the colors are a little chalky. Not bad, just a little chalky. I'm going to take my very favorite brush, put a little Feels on my brush, and blend it out. I'm basically just blending out everything that I put on. Cool beans. I feel like the glitter that I put on my eyelid is actually not intense enough. So to make it more intense, because it's really sparkly in the palette, so I'm gonna just wet with Fix Plus from MAC. And then I'm gonna go back with the color, oh yeah, there we go. And put it just in the same exact spot that I had it before, but with my brush being wet, the color is way more intense. You can probably see. To bring things home, I'm going to use Privacy, which is the darkest shade on the palette. Go crazy. I'm using a smudge brush, but I'm just using it to give me a little bit of dimension where I would put, for example, like a wing. But instead of putting a wing, I'm just going to use this darker color to kind of create a very miniature wing situation. Take that same dark brown and go a little bit underneath my eyes with my smudge brush. Some mascara. This is from Revlon. I really do like it. I got it at BeautyCon as a sample and I've been using it ever since. There's someone in the hallway who is blasting their phone, watching Netflix on their phone or something, and it's super annoying. Now that is a lash, sis, okay? That's the lash. And it's a $3 lash, okay? So here we have the final eyes. I think they're super pretty. I'm just gonna take my big fluffy brush and brush away all the powder from 10 years ago that I put on over my cheeks with a little bit of blush. I love this shade of blush because it's kind of like a contour and a blush mixed in one. Just a little bit of something, a little highlight. I only highlight on my bridge. Put a little bit of oil on my lips. Alright, so here is everything final. Hair is down. I'm gonna douse myself in a little bit of Fix Plus spray. Oh yeah, so refreshing. But yeah, here is the final look. Eyes are laid, hair is laid. This is a little bit of a closer look. Everything came together quite nicely using the Naked Urban Decay Cherry palette. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions about how I did anything, if you're confused about anything, let me know and I will make sure that I get to all the comments. I hope you guys like this look as much as I do. And yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all next time. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you liked this video.